When the world finally grows quiet, when the lights dim, when the chatter of the day begins to fade, a secret doorway opens. It is the doorway between waking and sleep, the threshold between the conscious and the subconscious, the silent passage where destiny itself can be rewritten. Most people toss and turn at this threshold. They replay mistakes, regrets, worries. They lie awake tangled in thoughts of scarcity, of bills, of fears. And without realizing it, they whisper commands into the dark. Commands their subconscious records and obeys. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Man can only receive what he sees himself receiving." And then, in those final moments before sleep, what you see and what you say becomes the script your subconscious performs the very next day. Beloved, this is the secret no one told you. The last words you speak before sleep are not small. They are sacred. They are laws. They are decrees that shape your tomorrow before it even arrives. Your subconscious is not asleep when you close your eyes. It is listening. It is recording. It is scripting. And if you do not choose the words, it will choose for you. It will gather the scraps of worry you fed it. It will replay the fears you rehearsed. It will multiply the lack you whispered. But when you do choose, when you speak sacred decrees into the night, the subconscious obeys. The universe aligns. Destiny rewrites itself in your favor. I want you to imagine this with me. Picture yourself standing before a great scroll. It is rolled tight, sealed, glowing faintly. This scroll is tomorrow, and the last words you speak before sleep are the ink. Every decree is a stroke of the pen. Every whispered phrase is a seal broken or a seal made. Every bedtime word is destiny waiting to be written. Most have been writing the wrong story. They lie in bed rehearsing scarcity. I am tired. I am broke. Tomorrow will be hard. And so the scroll records it. And so the subconscious obeys it. And so the day appears as commanded. But you are here because it is time to speak differently, to decree differently, to program destiny with words of wealth, of joy, of fortune, of alignment. Florence reminded us, your word is your wand, and bedtime is the moment your wand is most powerful, because the veil is thin, the subconscious is open. The universe is listening. So hear me. When you change your final words at night, you change the script of your morning. When you program with wealth, you awaken with fortune. When you speak with power, you rise with results. This is why you must not treat the last words before sleep as casual. They are not whispers into the dark. They are commands into eternity. And wealth, health, favor, fortune, they are all waiting to obey. Tonight, you will learn the 3 sacred bedtime decrees. You will see how each one rewrites destiny. You will discover how a few simple words before sleep can shift everything by morning. But before we step into the first decree, pause with me here. Let your spirit anchor this truth. My last words tonight are law. They reprogram my destiny. They shape my tomorrow. Say it once softly. Say it again stronger. And now write it boldly in the comments to seal it. My last words tonight are law. They reprogram my destiny. Because each decree shared strengthens the atmosphere for every soul reading. Beloved, if you are hearing this message, it is not chance, it is written. You were meant to be reminded of this forgotten law. You were meant to reclaim the night as your greatest power. And if this resonates with your spirit, subscribe now. Not because of me, not because of chance, but but because destiny itself is aligning you with the words that unlock wealth. You do not want to miss what comes next. And in the next part, we will begin with the first sacred decree, the one that transforms even the smallest gratitude into wealth-bearing power, the decree that takes what seems insignificant and multiplies it overnight. The first of the 3 sacred decrees is the gratitude declaration. It may sound simple. It may even sound too small to matter. But beloved, simplicity is the mark of divine law. Florence Scovel Shinn declared, "Gratitude is the law of increase, and complaint is the law of decrease." With those few words, she revealed a key that most ignore. Because every complaint you whisper before bed writes lack into your tomorrow, and every thank you spoken before sleep writes wealth into your day to come. Think of gratitude as a seed, tiny, unassuming, but when placed in the soil of your subconscious right before sleep, it multiplies overnight. You may go to bed thinking it was a small thing, the green light that stayed just long enough, the smile from a stranger, the warmth of your bedsheets. But your subconscious does not measure small or big. It measures focus. It measures energy. It measures what you choose to dwell on. And when you choose to dwell on gratitude, the subconscious says, "Ah, this is important. This is what we multiply." Most people go to sleep rehearsing debt, rehearsing fear, rehearsing lack, and their subconscious faithfully obeys, multiplying the shadows. But you will end differently. You will feed your subconscious not with fear, but with thanks, not with lack, but with wealth, not with stress, but with serenity. And in the morning, you will wake not under a cloud, but under favor. Beloved, gratitude reprograms destiny because it shifts the lens through which life is viewed. The universe is always offering abundance, but without gratitude, you cannot see it. Gratitude sharpens your vision. It trains your spirit to notice blessings where others see nothing. It sets your internal compass toward more good, more wealth, more fortune. This is why your first decree each night must be gratitude. Pause now and feel this with me. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and whisper softly, "I am so grateful for this day." Say it again, but name something specific. Even if it feels small, even if it feels ordinary. I am so grateful for the warm meal I ate today. I am so grateful for the roof above me. I am so grateful for the breath in my lungs. Do you feel it? That shift in your chest? That lightness in your spirit? That is gratitude, rewriting the scroll of your tomorrow. Florence taught that man can only be what he sees himself to be, and only attain what he sees himself attaining. Gratitude opens your inner vision. It makes you see wealth in seed form, and once you see it, you cannot help but draw more of it to yourself. Let us decree together, I am grateful for what I have. I am grateful for what is coming, and gratitude multiplies my wealth overnight. Whisper it first, then say it with strength. And now, type it boldly in the comments to anchor it. Gratitude multiplies my wealth overnight. Beloved, this is your first sacred decree. Simple, gentle, powerful. A seed planted at the threshold of sleep that grows into abundance by dawn. Do not overlook it. Do not despise it. Practice it tonight, and tomorrow you will see. Your world bends toward increase. And in the next part, we will step into the second decree. It is not about gratitude for what is, but about identity. It is the decree of becoming, where you speak not of what you lack, but of who you are becoming. This is the decree that shifts you from waiting to walking in destiny, from hoping to embodying. Beloved, gratitude opens the door. It awakens you to blessings already present. But gratitude alone is not the full law. The second decree takes you deeper. It is the decree of becoming. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Man can only be what he sees himself to be, and only attain what he sees himself attaining." Do you hear it? You are not bound by who you were today. You are not chained to yesterday's identity. You are always in the act of becoming, and the words you speak before sleep are the blueprint of that becoming. This is why the second sacred decree must be framed like this: I am becoming. Not someday I hope. Not one day I might. Not if I'm lucky. No, it is I am becoming. A present decree that acknowledges your evolution even as you sleep. Think of it this way. When you go to bed, your subconscious is like a builder waiting for instructions. It has all the materials, your memories, your feelings, your habits, your faith, but it cannot build without direction. When you declare, I am becoming wealthy, your subconscious receives a blueprint. When you whisper, I am becoming someone who attracts opportunities effortlessly, your subconscious picks up its tools and begins construction overnight. When you decree, I am becoming aligned with divine wealth, the builder lays the foundation even as you dream. And here is the beauty. The word becoming honors your journey. It frees you from the lie that you must already be perfect. It acknowledges process while still commanding progress. I am becoming is both humble and powerful. It says, I know I am in motion. I know I am changing. And I decree the direction of my change. Most go to bed rehearsing failure. I'll never change. I'll always be broke. I am unlucky. And the subconscious obeys. It builds walls of failure. It lays bricks of lack. It paints ceilings of limitation. But you will speak differently. You will feed the builder a higher blueprint. You will decree, I am becoming wealth conscious. I am becoming favored. I am becoming aligned with prosperity. Pause and say this now. I am becoming the one wealth was written for. Say it softly first, then stronger, then with deep emotion as if your very being is shifting into it. Now anchor it in the comments so your blueprint is shared in the open. I am becoming the one wealth was written for. Florence also taught, a man must prepare for the thing he has asked for when there isn't the slightest sign of it in sight. That is what I am becoming does. It is preparation in word form. It is moving into readiness even before evidence appears. Beloved, when you decree, I am becoming, you invite the unseen to shape your becoming as you sleep. You give destiny instructions. You place tomorrow in alignment with the wealth identity already written within you. This is the second decree, the decree of becoming, the decree of identity, the decree that transforms you from one who waits into one who walks. And in the next part, we step into the third decree, the decree that transforms tomorrow before it arrives. It is the decree of instruction, where you send your words ahead like angels to prepare your path. This is the decree of command, a decree that makes fortune obey in the morning what you whispered at night. Beloved, the night is not only for rest. It is not only for dreams. It is also for command. Your subconscious is not asleep when you close your eyes. It is awake. It is listening. It is waiting for instruction. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "The subconscious is simply power without direction. It must be told what to do." And this is why the third sacred decree is the most commanding of them all. It is the decree where you speak to tomorrow before it arrives. It is where you become the CEO of your life, sending orders to the night shift. And the night shift obeys. Think of your subconscious as a loyal messenger. It does not argue. It does not doubt. It does not delay. It simply says, yes, as commanded. When you whisper to it before sleep, it files your decree as the highest priority order. And while you dream, it goes to work preparing your path. Most people end their night with chaos. I'm so tired. Tomorrow will be hard. I can't keep up. And the subconscious obeys. It writes tired into the script. It weaves hardship into the fabric of the day. It lays struggle as the foundation of tomorrow. But you will not. You will speak differently. You will end your day with command. You will send your subconscious into the night with clear instructions for success, for wealth, for favor. Here is the decree. Tomorrow I notice every opportunity. Tomorrow I walk in wealth consciousness. Tomorrow I am energized, joyful, creative. Tomorrow I attract fortune with ease. Tomorrow I live aligned with divine law. Pause now and practice with me. Say softly, tomorrow I notice wealth moving toward me. Say again, stronger, tomorrow I walk in divine prosperity. Say with emotion, as if you are stamping the scroll of tomorrow. Tomorrow fortune obeys me. Florence taught, whatever man voices, he begins to attract. When you voice tomorrow before sleep, you begin attracting tomorrow's wealth while still resting tonight. The unseen does not wait for morning. It prepares as you slumber. It clears the path while you dream. It lines your day with invisible favor that only reveals itself once you rise. Beloved, never underestimate this third decree. It is not wishful thinking. It is programming. It is pre-ordering. It is aligning your entire being with what must arrive. The scroll of tomorrow is blank when you lay your head down, and the words you speak before sleep are the pen. Write carefully, write wisely, write with authority. Now, to anchor this law, speak it into the comments. Tomorrow, I walk in wealth. Tomorrow, I attract fortune. Tomorrow, I am aligned. Your decree will ripple outward. Others will read it, and their faith will multiply your own. This is the third decree, the decree of tomorrow, the decree of command. the decree that makes the future bend to your words. So now you know the 3 sacred bedtime decrees. 1. Gratitude for what is. 2. Becoming for who you are. 3. Instruction for tomorrow. Together, they form the trinity of reprogramming. Gratitude aligns you with wealth already present. Becoming shifts you into the identity of fortune. Tomorrow's command programs your subconscious to build your destiny before the dawn. But there is more, because knowing the decrees is one thing. Living them as rhythm, as practice, as nightly law, that is where transformation multiplies. In the next part, I will show you how to weave these 3 decrees into a sacred nightly ritual, so that every evening you step through the doorway of sleep with power, with authority, with destiny written in your favor. Beloved, you now know the 3 sacred decrees: gratitude, becoming, tomorrow's command. Each one is powerful. Each one can reprogram your destiny. But when combined, when practiced as a ritual every night, they create a rhythm so unshakable that your entire life bends toward wealth. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "A man's word is his wand, and with it he makes or mars his destiny." Your nightly words are not just whispers into the dark. They are wand strokes painting the canvas of your tomorrow. But here is the secret. Power lies in repetition. Power lies in rhythm. Power lies in consistency. A decree spoken once is a spark. A decree spoken nightly is a fire. A decree spoken faithfully until it becomes natural is a law in motion. Think of this ritual as your evening blueprint. The world may throw chaos at you during the day. Circumstances may rise. Fears may whisper. Doubts may come. But the moment you lay your head down and speak the 3 decrees, you take back authority. You reclaim the pen. You close the scroll of the day and rewrite the scroll of tomorrow. Here is how you weave the ritual. Step 1. Gratitude. Pause. Breathe. Name one thing, small or great, that you are thankful for. Feel it deeply. Whisper, "I am grateful." Gratitude multiplies my wealth overnight. Step 2. Becoming. Choose your becoming. Declare the identity you are stepping into. Say, "I am becoming aligned with divine wealth. I am becoming the one fortune finds." Step 3. Tomorrow. Give your command. Send your subconscious into the night with clear instructions. Say, "Tomorrow I walk in abundance. Tomorrow I notice every opportunity. Tomorrow wealth obeys me." This is the ritual. It takes only minutes. It requires no tools, but it moves mountains. Because the subconscious loves repetition. Every night you repeat these words, your subconscious grows more obedient. Every night you repeat, your inner pathways grow stronger. Every night you repeat, wealth becomes not a hope, not a dream, but a certainty. Beloved, think of it like planting seeds. Plant once, and maybe something grows. Plant nightly, water nightly, nurture nightly, and soon you are standing in a forest of abundance. Florence said, "Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly." This ritual is faith in action. It is the nightly act of one who knows they are chosen, who knows wealth is written, who knows tomorrow must obey. Pause with me now. Imagine yourself tonight, lying in bed. The day is behind you. The world is silent. You close your eyes, and before sleep takes you, you whisper, I am grateful. I am becoming. Tomorrow, I command wealth. Do you feel the peace? Do you feel the authority? Do you feel the scroll of destiny shifting even as you imagine it? Ankle it now by writing in the comments. Tonight, I speak the 3 decrees: gratitude, becoming, tomorrow. My destiny is rewritten. Your words written here become part of the collective decree, strengthening not just you, but every soul aligned with this message. Beloved, the ritual is not a burden. It is a gift. It is not hard. It is simple. And because it is simple, you can do it nightly. And because you do it nightly, your subconscious cannot ignore it. And because your subconscious cannot ignore it, your destiny must obey. In the final part, we will seal this teaching. I will give you the great decree, the one sentence that combines all 3 laws into a single word of power. The decree that you can speak tonight and every night to send wealth rushing to you without fail. Beloved, you have walked the path. You have seen the doorway of night. You have understood that the final words before sleep are not whispers, but laws. You have practiced gratitude, the first decree, the seed that multiplies. You have embraced becoming, the second decree, the blueprint of identity. You have spoken tomorrow's command, the third decree, the order that destiny obeys. And now it is time to seal them, to unite them, to form them into one decree that cannot be broken. Florence Scovel Shinn declared, man can only receive what he sees himself receiving. And when you end your night with gratitude, becoming, and tomorrow's command, you are not only seeing wealth, you are commanding wealth. You are aligning with wealth. You are anchoring wealth. But when you speak the great decree, you compress all 3 laws into a single line of power. It becomes the signature on the scroll of your tomorrow. Here is the decree. I am grateful. I am becoming. And tomorrow I walk in divine wealth. Whisper it once. Say it again, stronger. Now speak it with emotion, as if you are signing your name into destiny's book. I am grateful. I am becoming. And tomorrow I walk in divine wealth. This decree contains the seed, the blueprint, and the command. It is gratitude, identity, and tomorrow, all woven into one. It is the trinity of reprogramming collapsed into a single moment. When you speak this before bed, you do not need to wonder. Your subconscious hears. The universe listens. Destiny obeys. Florence also wrote, faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. This decree is that faith. It is the voice of one who does not beg, but commands. It is the word of one who knows, not hopes. It is the anchor of one who is chosen, aligned, destined. Pause with me now. Close your eyes. Say softly, I am grateful. I am becoming. And tomorrow I walk in divine wealth. Do you feel the peace? Do you feel the shift? Do you feel the certainty settling in your chest? That is the scroll being sealed. That is tomorrow being written. That is wealth bending toward you as law. Now, anchor it with the community. Type boldly in the comments, "I am grateful, I am becoming, and tomorrow I walk in divine wealth." Because every decree you write strengthens not only your destiny, but the atmosphere of this space. And as you read the decrees of others, your own becomes multiplied. Beloved, this is not a ritual of chance. This is a law of certainty. Every night you speak these words, you are planting seeds in the soil of the subconscious. Every night, you are handing your builder a blueprint of wealth. Every night, you are sending your messenger into tomorrow with instructions that must be obeyed. And when you wake, you will not wake the same. You will rise lighter. You will rise clearer. You will rise aligned with wealth that has already been prepared for you. This was not chance. You did not stumble here randomly. This was written. This was destined. And you are now marked by these decrees. So tonight, before you sleep, speak them. Whisper them. Let them be the last words your subconscious hears. I am grateful. I am becoming. And tomorrow I walk in divine wealth. And then rest, knowing tomorrow is already written in your favor. If this message resonated, subscribe now, not out of habit, but out of alignment. Because every teaching that follows is another decree, another scroll, another anchor for your destiny. And write your decree in the comments, because your words written here multiply not just for you, but for everyone who reads them. Together, we are rewriting destiny. Together, we are speaking the language of wealth. Together, we are commanding fortune to obey. Beloved, this is your night. This is your decree. This is your destiny. And now, wealth must obey. It is done.